They will chase every type of sin and give every excuse of why they themselves stay in sin. They'll give excuses to everything, and they won't listen to truth. They will seek another preacher that will tell them things that make them feel good. They'll seek a preacher to lie to their ears and tell them we all still sin. They will seek some fake preacher to tell them, oh, brothers and sisters, but if you go down here to Dr. So-and-so, he'll give you this or that. They do everything backwards. Used to, if a child started acting funny, they started doing this thing where they started speaking with some other voice, and then they would start acting crazy. And they would start all of a sudden get tired and get really energetic and run around the house all crazy, and they would start acting like they got a different personality. Daddy would go in that closet. He'd come out with this thing called a belt, and he's finna light you up. You and that personality finna get whipped. And all of a sudden, guess what? There wasn't no personality problems. As soon as selfie generation showed up, oh, you can't do that. They have schizophrenia, and now they're a victim. And they'll even wear like some type of T-shirt to give hand signals to their, to other people knowing they're a victim. You know what I'm talking about? I'm a victim. Me too. I'm a victim. I'm schizophrenic. I suffer from schizophrenia. And the doctor gives me my medication and blah, 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 blah. Now they celebrate the demonic. So that is demonic, by the way. All that schizophrenia stuff, whatever. This is demonic. Kids today, or back then in the old days, when they started acting too hyper in the house, Mama come out from behind that refrigerator. She reached back there and grabbed this thing called a switch. She finna light them up right there in the living room, right in front of the television. Says she's gonna light you up. You're gonna get whipped from that living room all the way back to your bedroom, and then just because you're crying about it, you finna get whipped again. All of a sudden, oh well, it's a miracle. A miracle. We ain't got no problem in the house. This generation, selfie generation, showed up. All of a sudden, oh no, they got problems. My little Timmy has ADHD. I'm going to tell you what, 4 licks is all it takes. Knock the A out, knock the D out, then the H out, and the other D out. 4 licks with that belt, A, D, H, and D got knocked out of here. Miracle drug. So a cure-all. Yeah, this generation, no, the parents. Let me tell you about these sick parents made me sick. They love to celebrate the mental illness and offset disobedience of their children and play victim and sell it to their brothers and sisters and family and friends. Oh, little Timmy, he's suffering from this and that and ADHD, and we're just doing all that we can. Thank you for your support. Oh, they can't wait to pull that out and just put it out there in the air so everybody feels sorry for them. I don't feel sorry for you. I feel disgusted by you. It makes me sick that you hadn't whipped that child already. It makes me sick that you won't hold your family and your household to the ways of the Lord. It makes me sick. Did you know God said, if you spare the rod, you hate your child? That's what he said. But anyway, we're in the selfie generation where nothing has any foundation. Everything goes. Everything. I mean, you would even, in this kind of generation, you would even allow a preacher to lie right to your ears. And you don't even know he's lying. You don't even know he's twisting the gospel. You'd say, oh, yeah, but we eat the meat and spit out the bones. You're a wicked generation. So what do we do with a wicked generation? Well, it says here, the wicked shall be turned into hell, and all the nations that forget God. Do you think that a nation could trick God? Well, let's just pretend that there was one that thought they could. What do you think they would do if a nation thought they could trick God, but, without obeying him, but trick him? How would they do that? They get a leader, and they get a bunch of fake preachers up there, and he'd hold up a Bible, and he'd say, well, this is Jesus, the word. That's what we're going to do. He don't do it. They do the opposite. And then they get a bunch of fake churches all together, start singing songs and doing, praise and worship service. None of them are free from sin, but all of them claim his name. There's another place that did that. Do we know what that place was called? Israel. Them Jews played that game. How'd it work out? Game over. Now we got nations today that think they could trick Jesus. Oh, they're going to trick Jesus. They're going to claim Jesus and have little prayer services around the rotunda down there at the Washington, D.C. monuments. Oh, imagine that. None of you free from sin. Don't obey the Bible. Don't even know what it says, really, but you think you're going to play this game. You've already forgot God. The wicked shall be turned into hell. For the needy shall not always be forgotten. The expectation of the poor shall not perish forever. Arise, O Lord, let not man prevail. Let the heathen be judged in thy sight. Oh, you mean like that person that sung that Amazing Grace solo last week down at the First Baptist Methodist Church? Yeah, they're a liar and a fornicator. That's a heathen. So they're gonna burn. Let them be judged in our sight. Put them in fear, O Lord, that the nations may know themselves to be but men. This generation's puffed up. You think you're something when you're nothing. There was a time when people were humble. They kept things simple, and they kept salt in their ways, their understanding, the things they spoke. You know what I mean? Then this generation showed up, no salt at all, and everybody thinks everything's opinion based. And then if you're not in agreement with their opinion, they throw a fit. If you read the Bible for what it says straight up, let's just pull something. We'll pull this up all the time right here. They read this right here to them, they'll have a fit. Your churches hate it. They can't stand the truth. Whosoever abides in him sins not. Then there's a colon so that you cannot mistake it. So it's going to give you one side of the coin and the other side of the coin, or what is called opposites. So a person that abides in Jesus does not sin. The other side of that coin is whosoever sins has not seen him, neither known him. So this says that all the people that truly belong to Jesus, they abide in Jesus, they don't sin. But you who do sin don't know him. They hate it because they don't have Jesus. That's not who they have. They have been fooled.